Merry meet and welcome to Lux Dragon Queen Magic. I'm Taylor, and here's our day ahead reading. First, we'll start with the collective tarot. So, right away, we are having the devil come out, and I'm using my internal deck to show us this. And so, what this is telling me is that even more so, we are more focused on our negative thoughts that are circling us and that are holding us back, and that a lot of things within the external that we may think are barriers are more because we are letting them hold us back and that we actually are stronger than those barriers. So that's going to be a very big collective theme. So we're going to be sensing a lot of irritation, a lot of depression, and a lot of us will be wanting to turn to addictions and wanting to um, essentially find comfort and escape. So definitely be sure to address any shadows that are coming up during this time. This is a great day to ask the question why and to maybe do some journal work, meditating thoughts about just releasing any past past trauma that is still affecting you essentially. So with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at each card. So if you chose card number 1, we have keep your commitments. So right away, what's coming out for me is that your divine energy is inviting you to continue committing to what you have already set forth. So we just had a new moon pass. So everything that you have intended, the things that you are working on, those are still things that you can work on. You might be feeling very discouraged right now, but as we mentioned, that is more of just letting the devil energy take over us versus actually being able to work through the situation. So just know that what you're focused on is something that you still can truly commit to, no matter what those external energies are saying. You are able to still push through this commitment. The other thing coming through too, if you chose this card, is if maybe one of your addictions or self-sabotaging habits is to cancel plans at last minute, especially maybe just not even to say anything, maybe just to not stay committed to yourself, like maybe you don't follow through, you don't consider yourself very disciplined. This is also something coming up for you today. So you're going to want to go ahead and make sure to check those commitments, however this resonates with you. And then card number 2, we have be true to yourself. So coming through right now, this is saying recognize that you do have a power within you that is stronger than what is being told around you. So you are able to recognize that. I'm hearing if you are able to do some mirror affirmations, that's what's going to be the most helpful for you in your shadow work today. Because that's going to help you see the reality, because the outside world is going to be more of a reality than the mirror in this situation for today. So whatever you are working on, however you need your confidence, that is what's going to be most important. I'm also hearing that you do not need to apologize for taking on your energy, however you need to do that best. And then finally, card number 3, we have grieve your losses. So your shadow work here is going to be working through those stages of grief. I'm hearing that you possibly have been facing quite a few disappointments and you just have been like rolling with it. You've just gotten new plans, new plans, new plans. And you've just kind of been working through it. Like probably when you heard keep your commitments, you're like, I always do that. I always follow through. And so Spirit is telling you that you are needing more the opposite. You're needing to slow down and maybe take a moment, take a pause. Again, journaling is going to be very important. So if you have a certain memory that is bothering you, I'm also hearing like walking and talking. If you are like, I'm definitely not going to write anything down because I struggle with that, maybe walking and talking is more important, because maybe it's more important to just address it and to open the door rather than needing to just fully have it all done. So I definitely encourage you to cry today if you are able to, or just recognize maybe which stage of grief you're in. Something too is change is whenever you go through change, you go through the 5 stages of grief. So you may not recognize grief as the same way as you would when you're going through a transition of life, but you're still going through those changes, and you still need to grieve those losses. Even if that was a good loss, it's still different and a little scary, and so your body needs to process those emotions. All right. With that, this is a little bit of a longer one today, but I hope it resonated with you. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and comment below what stood out, and I will see you guys next time. Blessed be. Bye.